4 straight wins. They've knocked off 2 ranked teams in Plainville and Hoxie. For Ellis, they're 6-2 on the year. Their 2 losses come to Ellenwood and TMP. Ellis won over Norton in the first round, 50-44, to get here to the championship semifinals. So both teams battle tested already. They played some ranked teams. Phillipsburg has lost 4 times, all to ranked teams, and well, since then they've won 4 straight games, knocking off Plainville and Hoxie out, giving them just their second losses. Well, they gave Plainville their first loss of the year and Hoxie just their second.
You know, like you kind of mentioned, both teams are very battle tested. That only helps out down the stretches. The more teams that you can play that are high ranked, that's only going to lead to you getting better and better. And that's what you're seeing out of both these teams here coming into the MCL tournament, is they've gotten better because of what they've played and who they played, and they're working more together as a team to figure out different ideas on what works for them and what won't work. So this game is going to be a major chess match between both coaches and both teams on what's going to work, because from the first game to now, they're 2 different teams.
And you look at it, Ellis handed Hoxie their first loss of the season. They beat them in the championship, the Castle Rock Classic, in overtime, 67-65. So both teams have played Hoxie and got the close wins. And for Ellis, they have 2 losses, Robbie, both to ranked teams, Ellenwood and TMP, both by 4 points. So 6 losses combined, all to ranked teams, including Phillipsburg's 1 loss to Ellis, because Ellis was ranked at the time of that loss. So again, battle-tested teams. Phillipsburg's averaging 48 points a game, giving up 49.5 points a game. Ellis is averaging 59.9 points a game, giving up 47 points a game. Both teams led by juniors in scoring, as Ty Sides leads Phillipsburg with 13.4 points a game. Brady Fricky leads the Railroaders by just 0.2 of a point. He averages 16.6 points a game. Zachary Eck averages 16.4 points a game. But 2 juniors leading their squads, as Fricky and Sides lead the teams in scoring.
Well, that tells you how that these 2 teams, they got juniors leading them. Next year they could be even better, but to really look on these juniors to see what they can get going in this game, as they're going to be bouncing each other back and forth. The Panthers, last couple of years, they've relied on the guards play. This year, it's the post play underneath that really gets them going. If they can get things going underneath the post quickly in this game, that should help them out.
As we take a look at the starting lineup, so first for the Ellis Railroaders, number 2, a 5'10" junior, Keegan Kane. Number 5, a 6-foot senior, Landis Fisher. Number 10, a 6'1" junior, Daniel Eck. Number 15, a 6'2" junior, Zachary Eck. And number 23, a 5'11" junior, Brady Fricky. For the Phillipsburg Panthers, number 2, a 5'9" junior, Kagan Keaton. Number 10, a 6'5" senior, Austin Miller. Number 12, a 5'9" junior, Ty Sides. Number 14, a 5'9" senior, Tyler Martin, who was still injured last time they played. So Martin, we'll see if he can make a difference this time against the Railroaders for the Panthers. And number 32, a 6'1" senior, Parker Dibble, also the other starter for the Panthers. Panthers head coach by Keith Sides in his 18th season at the helm, 228 wins, 156 losses. For the Ellis Railroaders, Mark Eck in his second year, 23-8 mark so far to this point in his young coaching career here at Ellis. But the Railroaders going to be in their road of orange jerseys, black numbers, white trim. The Panthers in their home white jerseys, navy numbers, and the gold trim. Robbie, let's get your keys to a quick start.
For the Panthers, they got to get the post play started early. I mentioned that just a few minutes ago. Get the post play going, get those guys underneath there. Starting to feel the game and the rhythm of the game underneath that goal, and let them get to work underneath, and then stay out of foul trouble. They can control the fouls, they can help out in not getting this Railroader team to the free throw line, and keep the starters out there on the court a little bit longer. And then for the Railroaders, control the tempo. Both these teams like to go up and down the court fairly quickly, but if the Railroaders can control how fast they go and can play in the tempo that they like to play in, it'll help them out. And then block out underneath the basket. The shot goes up, find your guy, get your backside on him, and get him out of the way that way, so you can get those rebounds and control what happens that way. That's what they have for both teams.
All right, Austin Miller steps in for the Panthers. Zachary Eck in for the Railroaders. There's the whistle. Ball is up, and Eck wins the tip in the hands of Fricky. The Railroaders go right to left on your radio dial to start this ball game. Fricky has it down the right wing to Eck. Eck guarded tightly by Kagan Keaton, down to the right corner to Daniel Eck, now out front to Fisher. They're swinging down to Zach Eck. Back to Daniel Eck at the free throw line. He'll put up the jumper, rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Keegan Kane. Kane now lets back out front. Fisher with it, now to Fricky right wing. Fricky drives inside. Big step through the middle, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Miller. Miller outlets ahead to Ty Sides. Sides down to the left corner to Dibble. To the free throw line to Miller. Miller back to Dibble. Dibble out front to Sides. And Ty going to reset the offense. 7:20 left to go in the first quarter. Ty Sides all the way down to the baseline and going to have a foul called here on the Panthers. First team foul. And first on Austin Miller. He stayed clean through the first half against Hoxie, Robbie, but then ended up fouling out in the fourth quarter as they were attacking inside, as Hoxie has Harlan Obi Ohai is like 6'10", 6'11", and they went inside, and Miller ended up getting fouled out in that ball game, but he stayed clean. Unfortunately for the Panthers, he picks up one early here with 7:05 left to go in the first quarter. Ellis with the basketball. Fisher drives in, left-handed scoop shot. Dibble to Miller at the free throw line, kicks it down to Martin in the right corner. He drives baseline, back to Dibble. Dibble 18-footer on the way, no good, and it's rebounded by Fricky. Brady Fricky pushes it up the court, ahead to Zach Eck. Eck drives all the way down to the baseline, dribbles back out to the right wing to Daniel Eck. Eck out front to Kane. Kane on the dribble, back around to the left wing to Fisher. Fisher on the dribble, drives inside, right block, blocked by Dibble in the hands of Miller. Miller hands it off to Sides. Ty quickly ahead to Martin. Martin left block, and he's gonna lose the handle on it, out of bounds, and it will be Ellis basketball.
Martin went up to get the layup. I think he might have caught a little bit of shorts as he went to pull that arm up, and that hand just lost track of the ball and went flying out of bounds on him.
2-0 is our score. The Ellis Railroaders lead the Phillipsburg Panthers. 6:17 left to go in the first quarter. First boys championship semifinal of the day. Daniel Eck looked for Landis Fisher. A little miscommunication there as Fisher was already cutting towards the basket. Out of bounds it goes. Panther basketball.
Right idea, just like I said, wrong miscommunication there as cut towards the basket, went towards the corner to let himself try to cut towards the basket. Just miscommunication, right idea though.
Ty Sides with it out front, down to Kagan Keaton, right wing. Keaton looks inside for Miller, can't quite get it to him, stolen away by Daniel Eck. Eck on the fast break, left block up under, no good, it rolls out, rebounded by Keaton. Keaton pushes it up for the Panthers, ahead to Martin. Martin in the right corner on the dribble, down to Miller. Miller looks inside for Dibble, tipped and stolen away by the Railroaders again. Daniel Eck with the basketball. And then again I have equipment on the court there. I think it's one of those things that they put her on the knee for jumper's knee.
I think you're right on that one. It pops over to the Railers sideline, so it must have been one of theirs at least, but I didn't notice until they came back down. Miller was over there pointing at the floor to the ref, so good idea by Miller. Good thing stops. No one slips on and hurts themselves, so right idea there by Miller. So go ahead.
Back to action, the Ford Twins into the ball game for the Panthers as they had pretty good games the other night against Hoxie and Stockton. Zach Eck shot no good again, rebounded by Ty Sides. Sides ahead to Joel Ford. Ford up, and it's blocked off the backboard by Zach Eck. Right in the hands of Miller, though. Miller shot no good, and then a jump ball called as Fricky and Jeremy Ford get tied up. Panther basketball as Zach Eck came out of nowhere, blocked that one off the backboard.
That was a great job played by Ed to get that block and go through cleanly as well. So great job there tracking things down.
Sides inbounds to Jeremy Ford in the right corner, up to Keaton. Keaton on the dribble, picks up his dribble, gets it inside for Ford. Ford goes to work at the right block, and he's fouled by Tegan Kane. His first personal foul, first Railroaders team foul, and Jeremy heads to the free throw line to shoot a pair for the Panthers.
Post players doing a lot of work underneath there, but unfortunately, just not able to get the ball in there as the Railroaders are doing a good job staying in front or staying on the side where the pass is going to be tough.
Ford hits the first one. First point of the ball game for the Panthers. They now trail 2-1 with 5:08 left to go here in the first quarter. Ford getting set for his second one. On its way, that one good as well. So Jeremy hits them both, ties things up to 2 apiece. Austin Miller going to take a seat. Parker Dibble back into the ball game. He had a big night against Hoxie. Couple blocks and key moments to keep the Hoxie Indians from coming to retaking the lead in that ball game. Brady Fricky brings it up for the Ellis Railroaders. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Fricky calls out the offense, picks up his dribble between the circles. Now to Eck, left wing. Zach Eck, bounce pass ahead to Kane. Kane top of the key with it on the dribble. Inside for Eck, stolen away by Keaton. Kagan hands it off to Dibble, back to Keaton, ahead to Joel Ford, right corner. Ford out front to Dibble. Dibble drives in, back out to Ford, right wing, 3 on its way. Rattles out, no good. Rebounded by Tegan Kane. Ford hit a left corner 3 against Hoxie that get them back into that ball game to continue the spark that the Panthers were on. They had a huge fourth quarter, and Joel Ford was a big part of that, especially with that three from the left corner as Zach Eck drives to the free throw line, and his jumper is good. His first points of the ball game, and Ellis regains a 2-point lead, 4-2. 4:10 left to go in the first quarter. Keaton with it, right wing, out front to Joel Ford. Ford swings around to sides, left wing, inside for Jeremy Ford, and he's going to be pushed to the ground. Tegan Kane picks up his second, and the second Railroaders team foul.
Once again, good job there by the Panthers trying to get the ball inside there. Ford had good top step to cover up that ball, and all of a sudden he was going to fly around. So right out of the end by him, getting that little hop step in there.
Tyler Martin back in for the Panthers. Kagan Keaton takes a seat. Tyson Jimenez in for the Railroaders. Also in there, Jacob Eck. So 3X on the court for the Railroaders, along with Jimenez and Fricky, as Jeremy Ford shot no good, rebounded by Jacob Eck. His first rebound coming off the bench as Jimenez has it out front. 3:53 left to go. Zach Eck drives in the paint, kicks out to Fricky, left wing, back to Eck. Top of the key three's on its way. Off the back of the iron, no good. Tipped by Double right in the hands of Sides. Sides ahead to Martin. Martin left, block one, dribble, layup, too hard, no good, and it's rebounded by Jacob Eck. 4-2 is our score. The Ellis Railroaders lead the Phillipsburg Panthers. 3.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Fricky has it at the free throw line. Left-handed jumper's good. Good three.
Sides got a good screen. We blocked him off and getting outside.
Sides kicks it to Martin. Right corner. Three's on its way. Left that one short. Martin saves it in, but right into the hands of Jacob Eck. And it will remain Ellis basketball as they lead by 4, 6-2 with 3:03 left to go in the first quarter. Fricky thought about the three, instead passes it to Jacob Eck. Now to Daniel Eck around to Zach Eck, right wing. He's on the dribble. Hands it off to Fricky, right wing. Out front to Jacob Eck. They swing it around to Jimenez, left wing. Hands it off to Daniel Eck there. Eck on the drive, floaters up, and good. Ellis now leads by 6, 8-2, as we have the third team foul called on the Ellis Railroaders. Fouls on Jacob Eck, his first. Third Railroader team foul. 2:37 left to play in the first quarter. The Ellis Railroaders lead the Phillipsburg Panthers 8-2. Tie sides inbound, goes out to the right wing to Martin. Martin looking. Bounce pass to Dibble at the free throw line, out front to Sides between the circles. Ty gets a screen from Dibble, dribbles out left wing, three on its way. No good off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Zach Eck this time. Eck pushes it up the court, down to the top of the key. Back around to the left wing to Jimenez. Jimenez hands it off to Fricky. Fricky drives in, kicks it out. Tipped and stolen away by Tyler Martin. Martin on the fast break. Right-handed layup this time is good. That ends the 6-0 run that the Ellis Railroaders were on. They now lead by 4, 8-4, with just under 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Daniel Eck has it right wing. He drives to the free throw line, kicks underneath to Jacob Eck, now to Zach. Zach Eck on the dribble, drives in, kicks out to Jimenez. His left corner three is good. Makes it 11-4 with 1:36 left to go. Shot by the Panthers, no good. Rebounded by Jacob Eck again. His third of the first quarter. And the Railroaders get a three from Zach Eck, no good. Rebound tracked down by Joel Ford. 1:20 left to play in the first quarter. 11-4 is our score. The Ellis Railroaders lead the Phillipsburg Panthers. Tie Sides, a floater off the back of the iron, no good. Put back by Sides, no good. Rebounded by Jacob Eck. 11-4. Ellis leads Phillipsburg with 1:06 left to play in this first quarter. Jimenez walks it up the court, calls out the offense. 1 minute left to play. As Fricky drives in, picks up his dribble, shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Zach Eck, put back by Zach Eck is good. Martin has it inside for Jeremy Ford. Ford had position up and good.
Good job to get that in. Jeremy Ford once got the ball and blocked 2 points off the backboard.
So it makes it 13-6. Ellis leads with 25 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Ellis Ellis basketball. As Zach Eck has it out front, he'll hand it off to Brady Fricky. 13 seconds left to go. Fricky, right wing three, no good. Rebounded by Dibble. Ty Sides comes away with the loose basketball, drives all the way and layup at the buzzer. That makes it 13-8. Ellis leads after the first quarter. You're listening to MCL basketball tournament coverage on KQMA and the World Wide Web. Alongside Robbie Gibson. Robbie, how'd that first quarter look stat-wise?
Well, for the Panthers, they're 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 3 of 13 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds, and only 3 turnovers for the Railroaders. They're 1 of 4 from the three-point line, 5 of 16 from the field, 2 offensive rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds, and 3 turnovers through that first quarter. So for the Panthers, really just couldn't get anything to fall for them. They had good looking shots. Just there's like a lid on that rim for them. They won't let that ball fall through. The Railroaders are having some shooting difficulties of their own. They're just putting up a few more shots.
Ellis basketball. Start the second quarter as it is Fricky, Jimenez, Daniel Eck, along with Cade Godchuk and Jacob Eck. Daniel Eck has it out front to hand it off to Fricky. He's picked up by Ty Sides as it Sides, Martin, Keaton, Miller, and Dibble for the Panthers. Fricky has it out front to Daniel Eck. Eck on the dribble, picks it up at the right elbow. Now to Jacob Eck, right corner two is good.
All alone out there, able to knock down a deep two-pointer.
Makes it 15-8. The Ellis Railroaders lead. Dibble has it now out to Ty Sides, right corner. Back inside for Dibble. Dibble shot up in the paint is good.
Let everybody clear out on that. He got that first pass, and all of a sudden he had 3 different defenders around and passed out to Sides. Sides let everybody clear out. Give it right back to Dibble underneath the basket. Able to go for 2.
7:05 left to play in the first half. The Ellis Railroaders lead by 5. It's 15-10. Daniel Eck has it in the right corner. Kicks out to Jacob Eck, right wing, out front to Fricky. Fricky loses the handle on it, but right into the hands of Daniel Eck goes the basketball. Out front to Jacob Eck, now to Fricky, top the key. Fricky on the dribble, inside for Jacob Eck, off the glass, no good, rebounded by Miller. He hands it off to Keaton. Kagan on the dribble with 6:35 left to go in the first half. Keaton kicks it back to Miller, right elbow. Out to Martin, right corner. Martin inside for Dibble. Dibble goes to work at the right block, turnaround shot is good.
But able to get that little floater up over top of the hand. Dibble's going to work underneath the low block.
6:20 left to go in the first half. Phillipser cuts the lead to 3, 15-12. Ellis with the basketball. Again, they have that 3-point lead as Daniel Eck drives in, kicks it out front to Jacob Eck, around to Jimenez. Jimenez drives in, left block, cut it off by Miller. And back out to Daniel Eck. Fricky, deep 3, buries it.
As he had Sides there in coverage, besides backed off. Didn't think he'd take that shot.
6-point Ellis lead, 18-12, 5:45 left to go in the first half. Martin has it to Sides. Sides picked up by Tyson Jimenez. They swing around to Dibble, right wing. Dibble inside for Miller. Miller turnaround shot blocked by Jacob Eck and is picked up by Daniel Eck. 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Ellis leads by 6, 18-12. Fricky has it right wing. Fricky on the dribble to the free throw line, elevates from the left elbow, and it's up and good. 20-12, Ellis takes an 8-point lead, 5:20 left to go in the first half. Timeout on the court, we'll take one with them. You're listening to MCL basketball tournament coverage on KQMA and the World Wide Web. Ellis Railroaders lead as the Phillipsburg Panthers. In the second quarter, Dibble, Miller, Martin, Keaton, and Sides back out on the court for the Panthers. We wait the Railroaders come back out. We see Fricky, Jimenez, Zach Eck, Jacob Eck, and Fisher back out there for the Railroaders. Panther basketball out of the timeout. Ty Sides going to bring it up the court, left to right on your radio dial. He brings it across the timeline, picked up quickly by Tyson Jimenez. Down to the left wing to Tyler Martin. Martin looks inside, now out front to Dibble. Back around to the right wing to Sides. Sides inside for Miller. Miller goes to work, turnaround shot, no good. Fighting for the rebound, Miller comes down with it. Miller is then going to get tied up with Landis Fisher. And it will remain Panther basketball.
Miller brought the ball down to go about his head height, which keeps up in the air. Probably wouldn't have got tied up, but Ellis quickly getting their hands on top of that. Probably just inbounds.
Sides inbounds to Dibble, back to Sides. Now the Dibble back to Sides in the right corner. Up to the right wing, inside for Dibble, just out of his reach. I think that ball may have slipped out of Ty's hand a little bit. Didn't quite get that where he wanted it, so it went out of bounds, and it will be Ellis basketball.
Right idea. As Sides started to go up to the top of the key, Dibble got open, tried to pass that right back to him. I would have to agree with you. I think that ball might have slipped out of his hands just a little bit, so he couldn't get that spin that he needed to get that spun right back into Dibble. But good job keeping his eyes open and seeing Dibble pop back open underneath the post.
Sides takes a seat. Joel Ford comes in. Fricky again for three. This time no good. Tipped out by Zach Ick in the hands of Fisher. Fisher off the glass. No good. Rebound tracked down by Dibble. Keaton down to the right wing with Phillipsburg down by 8, 20-12 with just under 4.5 to go in the first half. Ford has it out front to Martin. Martin wide open. Three's on its way. Good!
But drops it right through the middle, and that's a good touch there by Martin.
5-point lead for the Ellis Railroaders, 20-15, 4:08 left to go in the first half. Zach Eck kicks it out to Fisher, right corner two, rolls out, no good. Rebound, fought for Miller comes down with the ball. Miller to Ford, ahead to Martin. Martin back to Ford, to Miller, top of the key. Miller looks in, skip pass to Martin, back to Ford, right side. Joel swings it back around to Keaton, left side. Back to Ford between the circles, 3:45 left to go in the first half. Dibble has it right elbow, hands it off to Keaton. Keaton drives in, baseline jumper, left is short, no good. Rebound tracked down by Dibble. Dibble back to Keaton, right wing. Keaton looking, goes back out front to Ford. 3.5 to go in the first half. Martin inside for Miller. Miller up and no good. Gets his own rebound, put back good.
Hitting it right back over to Miller. Miller quick to grab it, going right back up with it.
Give them both half a credit for that rebound.
Well, on that one, that was a good play there by Dibble.
20-17. Panthers got the lead to 3. Zach Eck tries to make it 5 again. Cannot. Tipped out by Jacob Eck. Out of bounds. Panther basketball. 3:04 left to go in this first half. And let's see. That is Sam Honus into the ball game, a 6-foot sophomore. Ty for the Ellis Railroaders. Ty Sides back in for the Panthers. Tyler Martin takes a seat. 3:04 left to play in the first half. The Ellis Railroaders lead the Phillipsburg Panthers by 3, 20-17. Keaton ahead to Sides, left wing, gets a screen out there by Miller. Sides to the free throw line, wraparound pass for Jeremy Ford as he's back into the ball game. Spin move in the paint, and they're going to give him with a charge. His first personal foul, second 13th foul.
That was the hop step just into. Not sure which railroad that was that he hop stepped into, but got him with the charge. He started to fall backwards. Thought he was clean on it from my angle, but the ref standing right there beside it where it happened. He got him with the charge.
20-17. The Ellis Railroaders lead the Phillipsburg Panthers. 2:40 left to go in the first half. Jimenez has it left wing. He's on the dribble. Now out to Fricky. 3 on its way. No good. Rebound tracked down by Joel Ford. Ford ahead to Sides. Sides between the circles. Kicks out to Keaton, left corner. Keaton up to the left elbow. Free throw line jumper for Miller. Off the glass and good. Now the bank's still open. It's before 5 o'clock.
Good shot from the free throw line, able to knock that in off the glass.
Pulls the Panthers within 1, 20-19 with 2:08 left to go into this first half. Zach Eck has it left wing. Eck drives in, floater over Miller, no good, and Miller tries to chase it out of bounds. Let's see. I'm going to say last touch by Miller, and it will be Ellis basketball as Daniel Eck comes back in. Jacob out takes his seat. Minute 59 left to play in the first half, and the Ellis Railroaders lead by 1 at 20-19 over the Phillipsburg Panthers. Honus inbounds to Zach Eck, now to Fricky, top of the key. Soon around to Jimenez, right corner three, wide open, is no good, rebounded by Miller. Panther basketball. Keaton has it out front. Coach Sides calls out the play. Sides has it now to Joel Ford, down to the right corner to Keaton. Skip pass to Sides, left baseline. Skip pass to Keaton, right wing, three on its way, no good. And it's saved in by Ty Sides, but right into the hands of Daniel Eck. Ellis basketball. As they kick it out to Daniel Eck, now to Jimenez. He'll drive in, kicks it out to Fricky, left corner. Fricky skip pass to Daniel Eck, right wing. 1:05 left to play in the first half. Ellis leads by 1, 20-19. Eck has it around Jimenez. Down to the left corner to Fricky. His three on its way. This time again, no good. He tracks down his own rebound there. Fricky has the basketball, kicks out to Jimenez. He gets a screen from Honus, and can have a foul called on Jeremy Ford, his second, and the third Panther team foul.
Ford came in from the side, got his hand on the ball, but his arm was on top of the arm of Jimenez. So right idea there by Ford coming in there, getting the block, but unfortunately he got his arm in there as well.
50.4 seconds left to play in the first half. Jimenez tries to extend the Railer lead, cannot with the first one. Jacob Eck comes back in. Parker Dibble back in for the Panthers. Jeremy Ford takes a seat with those two fouls. Sam Honus takes a seat for the Railroaders. Jimenez back at the free throw line. That one rattles in. He has 4 points, and Ellis regains a 2-point lead, 21-19 with 48 seconds left to go in the first half. Ty Sides has it across the timeline, picked up by Tyson Jimenez. Sides looks inside for Miller, can't get it to him. Skip pass to Keaton. Keaton out front to Ford. Joel with it on the dribble. Between the circles, now to Sides. Sides right wing, skip pass to Keaton. Keaton drives down to the baseline, tries to get the wraparound pass for Miller, and they're going to say nobody touched it. Out of bounds, Railer basketball.
Right idea there by Keaton to go to Miller. As Miller all alone on the backside as his defender went over to try to give help defense on Keaton. Keaton seen it, tried to get that bounce pass, but once again, kind of like Ty earlier, couldn't get that quite angle that he needed to and might have slipped out of his hands just a little bit.
2-point Ellis lead. They're going to look for the final shot of this first half as they lead 21-19. 18 seconds left to go in the first half. Tyson Jimenez out to Zach Eck, now to Fricky. 10 seconds left. Fricky dribbles back out towards half court. They'll look for the final shot as Fricky makes his approach. 6 seconds left. Splits the defense, floater up in the paint, and he's going to be fouled. Joel Ford gets him with the body. His first personal foul, fourth Panther team foul.
Joel Ford trying to act like he wasn't on him, but came in a little hot, got right behind him, got him with his chest. So right a deal by Ford, just trying to get back in front of him, but unfortunately Ford getting the foul.
Fricky leads the team at 84% from the free throw line. First one's on its way, good. He has 8. Ellis, a great free throw shooting team, 73% as a team on the season. Fricky leads the team with 84%. Tyson Jimenez is 83%. Daniel Eck, 81%. .2 seconds left as Fricky tries to make this a 4-point Railer lead. On its way, good as well. He's got 9. Dibble inbounds the side. Sides 2 seconds. At the buzzer, this one's going to miss to the right, and Ellis leads at 23-19 at halftime. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back to wrap up the first half right after this. Welcome back to Plainville High School. Desiree alongside Robbie Gibson. Get set for the second half. Robbie, let's get your keys to victory.
For the Panthers, they got to let their offense get set up. You get down the court, set it up, run through your offense. If it's not there, reset it. Try to find some open baskets. They've been doing a good job finding some shots underneath the basket, so they got to let that offense set up and let everybody go to work where they need to. And then on defense, pressure the ball. Put a lot of pressure on the ball. Try to get some quick steals to go the other way. And then if you're not on the ball, kind of slag off a little bit, play the passing lane, but be close enough that you can get to your guy again quickly. And then for the Railroaders, drive the lane. They've been doing a good job getting to the lane, getting some floaters in the lane. So you've got to get to the lane, continue that, and get some easy shots from underneath the basket. And then get defensive position. They've allowed a lot of entry passes down low to the low post, whoever that might be for the Panthers. The Railroaders, they got to get that defensive position and not let an easy entry pass come down there and kind of control things that way. And that's what they have for both these teams.
All right, the Panthers have a tie sides. Austin Miller, Parker Dibble, Tyler Martin, and Caden Keaton. For the Railroaders, it's Brady Fricky, Tyson Jimenez, Daniel Eck, Tyson Kane, and Zach Eck out there for the Railroaders. Railroader basketball to start the second half. They go left to right on your radio dial. Jimenez has it. Down the right wing, Kane wide open three. No good. Rebound tipped around. Fighting for it, and Zach Eck comes up with the loose ball. Eck to Jimenez. He looks to the sideline, resets the offense for the Railroaders. Down to the right wing to Fricky. Fricky looks inside. Now gets a screen from Kane. Dribbles around, finds Jimenez left wing. Jimenez out front, around to the right wing to Zach Eck. His jumper's up and good.
Got a little bit of gap there off the dribble, quickly elevated and got the shot off back the rim.
Keaton finds Martin in the right corner. Inside for Dibble. Dibble out the side. Side three on its way. And it's good.
Side try to put it on him, but it didn't matter as he knocked down that three. None of the ball got net.
Makes it a 3-point ball game, a 25-22. Ellis leads a Phillipsburg. There's the net messed up, so get that fixed real quick. Now we're ready to get back to action with 7:05 left to go in the third quarter. Ellis leads Phillipsburg 25-22. Jimenez will inbound the basketball. Does so to Fricky. Hands it back off to Jimenez, and he'll bring him back up the court. Picked up by Tyler Martin out front to the left wing. To Zach Eck goes the basketball. Eck gets a screen from Daniel Eck. Instead, drives in. Floater off the glass and good.
Screen out there. Got his defender going up towards it. Went towards the baseline where his defender wasn't. Quick shot.
5-point lead once again for the Railroaders, 27-22. Dibble has it inside, kicks out to Martin. Martin pump fakes down to the right corner to Keaton. Keaton drives inside, leaves it off for Miller. Miller left block up and no good. It rolls out, rebound by Keegan Kane. And then goes out of bounds, plays the basketball, and it will be Panther basketball. Well, Panthers have the basketball as it's going to be Keegan Keaton inbound. 6:31 left to play in the third quarter. Ellis leads by 5, 27-22. Martin right corner three on its way, no good. Rebound, a tip back by Martin or by Miller, no good. Rebound by Dibble, put back.
Good try there by Miller to get up there and just tip down back towards the basket as he's able to elevate above everybody. Just put too much on.
Kane wide open two-pointer is good. Puts Ellis up again by 5, 29-24. Ball kicked out there by Daniel Eck. The ball will remain with the Panthers. 6:02 left to play in the third quarter. Ellis leads 29-24. Martin looks to inbound, gets it into Miller, who hands it off to Keaton in the left corner. Back out to Martin, to center circle to sides. Ty resets the offense with Keaton left wing. Down to the left corner to Martin, tipped out by Daniel Eck. Eck saves it into the hands of Zach Eck. Eck hands it off to Jimenez. He gives it down to Zach Eck. Back to Jimenez. Jimenez out front, resets the offense with 5:37 left to go in the third quarter. Ellis leads by 5, 29-24. Fricky gets a screen from Kane out front. Fricky, top of the key, back to Kane, right wing. Shot no good. Saved in by Daniel Eck. And nope, they're going to say it hit the back of the backboard, so it will be Panther basketball. 5:24 left to go in this third quarter. Ellis leads by 5, 29-24. Sides brings it up the court, calling out the offense for the Panthers. The left wing to Keaton. Keaton on the dribble out front to Miller, down to the right wing to Sides. Sides looking in, gets it to Dibble, out front to Martin, three on its way. No good, it rolls out. Rebounded by Zach Eck, his fourth rebound of the ball game. as Tyson Jimenez gets the outlet and looks to the sideline, gets the call. And with under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, Ellis leads Phillipsburg by 5, 29-24. Zach Eck kicks out to Daniel Eck, down to Tyson Jimenez, back to Daniel Eck, left wing. He drives to the free throw line, kicks out to Fricky. And Fricky going to get called for the travel. And the ball goes back to the Panthers as the Ford twins come back in. Jeremy and Joel come in as Jeremy comes in for Austin Miller. Joel Ford comes in for Kagan Keaton. 4:44 left to go in the third quarter. The Phillipsburg Panthers with the basketball as they trail by 5, 29-24 to the Ellis Railroaders. First boys championship semifinal of the day. Sides has it to Dibble. Dibble looks inside for Jeremy Ford. Couldn't get it to him. Hands it back off the side. Sides back out front to Dibble. Dibble puts up the three-pointer off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound tracked down by Zach Eck. Eck hands it off to Daniel Eck. He gives it to Jimenez. Jimenez brings it up to court once again for Ellis. 4:18 left to play in the third quarter. Ellis leads by 5, 29-24. Eck elevates from the left baseline. Shot no good. Fighting for the basketball. Ty Sides comes away with it. He drives all the way in. Left block up. Foul was on the floor. As the Sides had split the defense and went up, got the basket, but they're going to say the foul was on the floor first. First team foul for the Railroaders.
Panther faithful not happy with that call as Ty split that defense. That's when they called it right as he started to split the defense to go up for the layup. Otherwise, he had a good layup. He made the layup, so they would have had another 2 points. But either way, good job there by Sides splitting the defense and getting there, but getting fouled in the process.
Dibble gets the inbounds pass, kicks it out to Martin. Right wing three, good.
All rolling the free throw line. Able to knock down in off the back of the rim and right through the net hard.
Puts the Panthers down by 2, 29-27, 3:52 left to go in the third quarter. Fricky to Fisher, who just came back into the ballgame for Jimenez after he picked up that foul. Zach Eck wide open three, rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Ty Sides. Sides pushes it back up right to left on your radio dial for the Panthers. Gets a screen out front from Dibble. Sides drives in, floaters up, rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Daniel Eck. Eck hands it off to Fricky. Fricky going to bring it up with 3:25 left to go in the third quarter. Ellis leads Phillipsburg by 2, 29-27. Daniel Eck left wing with it. Looking, now puts the ball in the court, dribbles down to the left corner, gives the Fricky out front to Zach Eck. Eck swings it around to Fisher. Fisher drives inside, and he's going to be fouled. First team foul on the Panthers, and the second on Joel Ford.
Fisher and Joel Ford kind of just bumping into each other. All of a sudden, Fisher went to the ground. Got to get called on that one every time when you're bumping in going towards the line. So nothing Joel Ford can really do about it. They're just kind of fighting for position on it.
Dibble and Sides take his seat. Keaton and Miller both come back in for the Panthers. Fricky, right corner three, rattles out, no good. Rebounded by Jeremy Ford. His first rebound on the ball game. The outlet's ahead to Joel. Joel Ford with 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Ahead to Jeremy Ford between the circles. 29-27. Ellis leads Phillipsburg by 2. Keaton has it out to Martin. Martin drives in, back out to Jeremy Ford. Ford, top of the key, back between the circles to Keaton. Keaton drives in. Martin, right corner, three over Daniel Eck. No good. Rebound, spot 4. Got a foul called here. Looks like this one's going to be on the Railroaders. Their second team foul.
He blew that whistle as the ball came off the rim, still up in midair. No one had hold of it, so loose ball foul there on the Railroaders.
Jacob Eck picks up his second personal foul. Joel Ford looks to inbound, does so to Tyler Martin, left wing. Martin on the dribble, down to the left corner to Joel Ford. Ford tracks down the loose ball ahead to Martin. Martin left side with it. He's going to dribble back out between the circles to reset the offense. Inside for Jeremy Ford at the left elbow. Hands it off to Keaton. Keaton on the dribble. Back out to Tyler Martin. Ball gets tipped. Martin tracks down to the center circle. 2:23 left to go in the third quarter. Ellis leads by 2. Joel Ford in for Miller. Miller going to get called for the charge. Zach Eck had his feet planted.
Zach Eck had his feet planted, but Miller dropped that shoulder and fouled into him. It's a good look to get that to Miller as he came over, set the screen, rolled to the basket, was wide open. Not a good entry pass, but dropped that shoulder, like I said, and then also Zach Eck having his feet planted to take that charge.
So Ellis basketball. They lead by 2. Daniel Eck has it out front. As Zach Eck puts up the 3, no good. Rebounded by Jeremy Ford, and he's going to be fouled. Third Railroaders team foul. Fouls on Daniel Eck. His first. As Ty Sides and Parker Dibble both come back into the ball game. Keaton brings it up the court for Phillipsburg. Right to left on your radio dial. Down by 2, 29-27. Ellis leads at Phillipsburg with 1:45 left to go in the third quarter. Sides inside for Dibble. Dibble triple team. Kicks it back outside. 3 on its way. Rolls out. No good. Fighting for the rebound off of Landis Fisher. And it will be Panther basketball with 1:40 left to go in the third quarter. And again, Ellis up by 2, 29-27. Ty Sides will inbound for the Panthers under his own basket. Gets it into Dibble at the left elbow. He hands it back off to Sides. Sides on the dribble, finds an opening. Floaters up left and just short. Rebounded by Fricky. Fricky going to bring it up the court, left to right, with just under a minute and a half left to play here in the third quarter. Fricky ahead to Fisher. Fisher around to Daniel Eck, left wing. Out front to Jacob Eck, now to Zach Eck. He'll drive in. Ball gets tipped around. And Zach Eck picks it up, back around to Jacob Eck, all the way to Fricky. Fricky picks up his dribble down to Daniel Eck, left corner, 3, good. Makes it 32-27. Keaton has it, out front to Sides. Sides picked up by Fricky. Sides on the dribble to the left wing, kicks out to Keaton left corner. Keaton drives all the way and leaves off for Jeremy Ford. Up and good count. He's hitting one for an and one.
Great lead there to Keaton to get back to Jeremy Ford. Ford quickly up with it on the low baseline. Getting fouled as he's up in the air before landing on his backside. So great job there by Ford. Fighting through the contact and getting that 2 points.
Ford with a chance to make it a 1-point game as Zachary Eck picks up his first personal foul. Ford's free throw, no good. Rebounded by Daniel Eck. 32-29. Ellis leads by 3 over the Phillipsburg Panthers. 36 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Ellis basketball as Zach Eck has it. Jumper in the paint. It rolls out, no good. Tipped around, rebounded by Joel Ford. Joel pushes it all the way down to the right wing behind the back dribble. 24 seconds left. Skip past Ty Sides left wing. They leave him with enough space to bury the 3 and tie things up.
Ty Sides with a huge 3-pointer. Had a defender in front of him, like you said, but gave him enough gap that he felt comfortable and triggered.
He doesn't need much of a gap to feel comfortable, and he showed him why there as he ties things up at 32 apiece. And it is Railroader basketball. Zach Eck step back. 3 on its way over Joel Ford. Misses everything out of bounds, and the Panthers tie it up at the end of 32. We'll take a timeout here. Come back with fourth quarter action as you're listening to MCL basketball tournament coverage on KQMA and the World Wide Web. And welcome back. At the end of 3, we're tied at 32 as Joel Ford came away with the rebound, took it all the way down to the right wing, went skip past the Ty Sides. They left it just enough gap for Ty to put up the 3. He buries it. We're tied at 32 here, Robbie.
Going to the other end of the court, Joel Ford with defense there at the top of the key. Great job. Just put his hands up, making it tough for, I think it was Daniel to put up that last second shot to not really be able to see the goal at all and put it to the left of that goal. So good job on not fouling him and making a very difficult shot.
So Panther basketball to start this fourth. Tyler Martin will inbound. It is Dibble with it. Backdoor pass to Sides. Layup is good.
Sides played that through the top two. All of a sudden, cut backdoor. Wide open bounce pass to him as he had wide open lane to the layup.
So that puts the Panthers up by 2, 34-32. Fricky has it now to Kane, down to Zach Eck in the right corner, back to Daniel Eck, right wing. He's on the dribble, inside, kicks out to Fricky, left wing, out front to Jimenez. Jimenez on the dribble, down to the right wing, down to the right corner to Fricky, who dribbles all the way inside. Jump in the paint, up and rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Jeremy Ford.
Want to get travel there on that one, but they didn't settle for the rebound instead. So good job there by Panthers. He was staying in position.
Keaton has it left wing. They look inside for Dibble. Can't quite get it to him. So out front to Jeremy Ford. They try to go as Zakek comes away with the steal. And then it's going to be lost out of bounds by Eck, and it will be Panther basketball. 7 minutes left to play here in this championship semifinal. Phillipsburg leads Ellis 34-32. Kagan Keaton brings it up the court, right to left on your radio dial. He's between the circles of left wing to Dibble. Dibble out front to Jeremy Ford. Ford guarded tightly by Zakek. Drives in, spin move in the paint, and he's going to get called for a charge. Third Panthers team foul. Third on Jeremy Ford.
Coach Fine's even kind of questioning over there. I'm not sure how they got him with it. He went to do a spin move and maybe gave a little push as he spun. But otherwise, it looked clean from where I was at, but the ref had a different angle on it.
Jimenez has it out front. Phillipsburg leads by 2, 34-32. Jimenez guarded tightly by Tyler Martin. Gets the pass off to Fricky. Fricky guarded by Ty Sides as these two have been battling it out for the last couple of years. As Zakek gets it inside and Kagan Keaton are going to get called for a reach. His first personal foul, fourth Panthers team foul, and Eck heads to the free throw line.
As Keaton just tried to reach through there and tip that ball out, and got the ball, but from the angle of that, I'm sure he got all of him as well. So he reached through there, working on the top side, trying to reach towards the bottom, catch an arm as he get that ball out.
So Zakek with a chance to try to tie things up. First one's good. He has 9 points as Austin Miller comes back in. Jeremy Ford takes a seat. 34-33. Panthers lead by 1. Zakek with a chance to tie it up and cannot. Rebound fought for. Tegan Kane comes down with it. Kane ahead to Zakek. Eck shot is up and no good. Rebound fought for, and a whole host of Panthers running into Tegan Kane as this will be the 5th rebound on the Panthers.
Kane went up for the rebound, and like Jesse said, a whole host of Panthers running into him. Just really, everybody's scrambling for that loose ball, just running into each other.
Fouls on Kagan Keaton, his second. Zakek will inbound, goes into Fricky. Fricky right side with it. He's on the dribble, picks it up out front to Zakek. Eck picked up by Ty Sides, hands it back off to Fricky, tipped out by Keaton, picked up by Fricky. Fricky 3 rolls out, no good, rebounded by Dibble. Dibble ahead to Martin. Jimenez comes from behind and gets the steal. 34-33. Phillipsburg leads by 1. 5:50 left to go in the ballgame. The winner moves on to the championship. The loser to the third place game. And the Ellis Railroaders call a timeout. We'll take one with them as you're listening to MCL basketball tournament coverage. Panthers lead the Ellis Railroaders here in the fourth quarter as Ellis led 13-8 after the first quarter. Phillipsburg chipped away in the second quarter. They outscored Ellis 11-10 in that second quarter. Ellis led 5-4 at halftime, 23-19. Phillipsburg then outscored Ellis 13-9 in that third quarter to tie things up 32-all at the end of 3. They now lead by 1, 34-33. Martin, Sides, Keaton, Dibble, and Joel Ford for the Panthers. Daniel Eck, Tegan Kane, Brady Fricky, Tyson Jimenez, and Zakek for the Railroaders. Railroaders basketball just out of the timeout. Jimenez has it, gets the screen out front from Kane, dribbles all the way over to the left wing, picks up his dribble, bounce pass to Zakek, tipped by Keaton, as Zakek tracks it back down though. Keaton again tips it, Eck now passes it off to Fricky. He's double teamed now to Eck. Eck drives in, leaves it off for Kane on the baseline. Kane's going to get called for the charge. His third personal foul. 5th Railroaders team foul. That one I did see from up here, Robbie.
That one I did too. Dropped that shoulder and gave it a first shot. There was a lot of different Panthers running everywhere on that one, but they did a good defensive stand there and ended up with that foul.
So Panther basketball as Ty Sides brings it up the court, right to left on your radio dial. Dribbles all the way inside, kicks it out to Joel Ford. Ford to the free throw line, kicks out to Keaton right wing. Keaton drives in, picks up his dribble, tries to hand it off to Martin. Ball gets tipped out, Zach Eck comes away with the steal. Eck hands it off to Tyson Jimenez. Jimenez down to the right wing, now to Fricky. Fricky out front to Kane. Kane to Daniel Eck left side. Eck on the dribble, top of the key, now to Fricky right corner. Fricky gets the screen from Jimenez. He dribbles to the free throw line, kicks out Daniel Eck left wing three, good. Makes it a 2-point Ellis lead, 36-34 with 4:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Joel Ford works against Zach Eck. Up and good. What a great move by the sophomore Joel Ford to go against the senior Zach Eck.
That was a great move, get to the baseline, could use his body to shield the ball and go up for 2 points off the backboard.
I'm sure Jordan's watching this saying, yeah, I taught him that.
I'm sure probably also.
Ty Seg's back up at 36 with 4:14 left to go in the fourth quarter. Zach Eck has it down to Daniel Eck, right corner. Kane swings it around to Jimenez. As good thing he threw that one out there a little further because Kagan Keaton was playing that passing lane. But it is Jimenez with it left wing out front to Zach Eck. Eck drives inside, loses the handle on it out of bounds. And last touch by Zach Eck. The Panther basketball, 3:55 left to go in the ballgame. We're tied at 36.
Every single Panther quickly turned to the ref and pointed their direction. Making sure that the ref knew which way that ball was supposed to go. I say none of us touched this. It's a pretty good indicator though when every single one on the court points the other way that it should go that way.
Keaton right corner three on its way and it rattles in. And the Panthers lead by 3. Their biggest lead of the game, 39-36 with 3.5 minutes left to play. Jimenez hands it off to Fricky. Fricky gets a screen out front from Kane, down to the left wing to Zach Eck. Eck drives in, elevates from the free throw line, left is short, rebounded by Joel Ford. Ford hands it off the sides, and Ty going to walk this one up. 3:20 left to play. The winner moves on to the MCL Basketball Tournament Championship. Ty Sides all the way down to the left block, kicks it out front to Dibble. Dibble pump fakes, drives into the free throw line. The ball gets tipped around. Keaton comes away to the right wing. Kagan on the dribble down to the right corner. Dribbles back up to the right wing. And Coach Sides going to call a timeout. So we'll take a timeout with him. 3:02 left to play. Phillipsburg leads by 3, 39-36. You're listening to MCL Basketball Tournament coverage on KQMA on the World Wide Web. .02 left to play in the ball game, and the Ellis Railroaders will come back out on the court now as Phillipsburg leads by 3, 39-36. Panther basketball out of the timeout as Ty Sides gets the inbounds pass. Sides sets up the offense with under 3 minutes left to play. Sides makes his approach, kicks it out. Dibble left corner, three's on its way, rolls out, no good. Fighting for the rebound, tipped out. They're going to say Kagan Keaton touched the last.
That's something that Douglas not afraid to do is pull up that trigger when he's open like that from the free throw line. He makes him and starts stretching out the defense a little bit, pulls that defensive post players out to the outside. Not a bad three-point shooter this season, Robbie. Last year he only made 2 of them. This year he's 6 of 14, while now 6 of 15 on the season. As it is Railroader basketball. Fricky has it right wing. Fricky dribbles all the way around to the left elbow, down to Kane, left baseline. Inside for Jimenez. He'll drive in, left block, and no good as it goes over the rim. And a foul going to be called here. 16th foul on the Panthers, and the first on Ty Sides. As I'm sure the sides look clean on this side, but I'm sure he got jumped into on that one. He didn't jump up there with it, just kind of kept his hand up there trying to shield the eyes a little bit, and probably got his arm bumped because they went up in the air. Jimenez hits the first one. He has 5, makes it a 2-point ball game, 39-37. Phillipsburg leads by 2, 2:29 left to play. Jimenez trying to make it a 1-point game.
On its way, no good off the front of the iron, rebound by Zach Eck. Eck kicks it back out to Jimenez. Jimenez drives in, dribbles out to the right wing, spin move out to Fricky, left wing three is no good. Rebounded by Daniel Eck. Another shot put up, no good, rebounded by Dibble. Dibble hands it off to Ty Sides. 39-37. Fulcher leads by 2 with 2:04 left to go in this ball game. Keaton has it out front. Keaton dribbles out to the center circle. Under 2 minutes left to play. Panthers lead by 2, 39-37. Dibble behind the back dribble, hands it off to Keaton right side. Keaton out between the circles, picks up his dribble, looks to pass off, gives it to Sides. Ty picked up tightly by Tyson Jimenez, down to the right wing. Drives all the way in, kicks it back out front to Joel Ford, around to Keaton left side. Keaton on the dribble, back out to Joel Ford. A minute 36 left to play, and Joel Ford's going to be fouled. Zach Eck, his second personal foul. 6th Railroaders team foul. So we still have one more foul to give before the 1-and-1 bonus. Jacob Eck comes back in. Tegan Kane going to take a seat. Minute 35 left to play. The Panthers lead by 2, 39-37 as Joel Ford will inbound the basketball.
Panthers perfectly content on that last one. Just trying to run as much clock as they can by doing the little handoff weave type offense.
And Ellis calls a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're listening to MCL Basketball Tournament. Minute 35 left to play. Fulcher leads by 2, 39-37. Keaton inbounds the Dibble, back to Keaton. Winner moves on to the championship game tomorrow night. The loser falls to the third place game. The Sides drives inside. Fricky steals the ball away. Panthers steal it back as Ty Sides comes away with the steal. A minute 20 and counting left to play. Fulcher leads by 2, 39-37. Keaton out to Ford. Ford hands it off to Sides. Ty on the dribble out front. Now hands it off to Keaton. Keaton on the dribble with a minute 8 left to play to Ford. Ford on the dribble back out front to Sides. Ty holds on to it. Guarded tightly by Tyson Jimenez. Spins inside. Picks it out to Dibble. Dibble back out front to Keaton. And then Daniel Eck going to get called for a foul. His second personal foul. 7th Railers team foul. And it'll send Kagan Keaton to the free throw line for the Panthers to shoot 1-and-1. Up by 2, 39-37. 56.9 seconds left.
I'm surprised the Railroaders let it go on that long without fouling, as it went on quite a while as the Panthers just weaving in and out of each other, hand the ball off. Normally in those situations you try to foul as quick as you can to try to save the time that you can, but the Railroaders let some time run off there.
Give credit to the Panthers as they were able to get away from some of those attempted fouls, because they did try to foul a couple times, but the Panthers elusive out there as Kagan Keaton puts the Panthers up by 3, 40-37. Has a chance to make it a 4-point game as the second one is good as well. Kagan Keaton has 5 points coming here all in this fourth quarter as the Panthers go up by 4, 41-37. Tyson Jimenez to the left wing, picked up there by Parker Dibble. Ball gets tipped and it's stolen away by Tyler Martin. Martin on the fast break and he's going to be fouled. 8th foul on the Railers. And Tyler Martin heads to the free throw line. Fouls on Zach Eck, his third.
Good hustle there by Martin as he had 2 defenders on him, one on each side, just trying to dribble out in front of him. Make sure he had that full extension on that dribble, kind of looking awkwardly, but able to do so and just getting fouled before he could go for the layup.
Martin's first in the 1-and-1 is good. It rattles in. He now has 9. And the Panthers lead 42-37, 44.4 seconds left to play. Martin getting set for the second one. On its way, good as well. Tyler's got 10 and the Panthers lead 43-37. Fricky hands it off to Eck. Zach Eck on the dribble, loses the handle on it, picks it back up. Ty Sides, quick hands, try to knock it out as Zach Eck drives all the way in. Left block off the glass and good. He's got 11 to make it 43-39, 31.3 seconds left to play. Timeout on the court. And we'll take a timeout with them as you're listening to MCL basketball tournament coverage on KQMA and the World Wide Web. To 39, the Phillipsburg Panthers have taken the lead in this ball game. They trailed 13-8 after the first quarter. They outscored Ellis 11-10 in the second quarter, as Ellis had a 4-point lead, 23-19 at halftime. Phillipsburg outscored Ellis in the third quarter, 13-9, tie things up at 32 all, as Phillipsburg now has outscored Ellis in this fourth quarter 11-7, as it is Phillipsburg basketball. Full court pressure by the Railroaders as Ty sides inbounds to Tyler Martin, and Martin going to be fouled quickly. 9-team foul on the Railers. Martin makes the long trip down to the other end to shoot 1-1 for Phillipsburg. Foul's on Fricky, his first personal foul. Martin steps to the free throw line to shoot his first in the 1-1. On its way, good. And season high, he hit that against Southern Valley first game out of Christmas break. So he's tied at that career and season high of 11 points. Looking to put the Panthers up 45-39. It's on its way off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Zach Eck. Fricky has it down to the left wing, all the way down to the baseline. Floaters off the glass, rolls across, no good. Rebounded by Joel Ford. And he's going to be fouled. First team foul on the Railers. And Joel Ford will head to the other end to shoot two this time, as that puts the Railers in double bonus.
Good job there by the Panthers. Seen the last a few minutes ago when they went up to block out there on a rebound, that they made that whole entire nothing but Panthers in front, so that ball fell in front of them. The Railers couldn't get there. They've done that again, and that allowed this rebound plus getting the foul.
So Ford misses the first one. And get a chance here with 18.6 seconds left to shoot his second free throw. On its way, that one is good. He has three, and the Panthers lead 45-39 with 16 seconds left. Fricky on the dribble down to Daniel Eck. Eck, right or left corner, long two is good. Eck has 10. And a timeout called by the Railroaders. So we'll take it with them. As you're listening to MCL basketball tournament coverage on KQMA on the World Wide Web. (45-41). The Phillipsburg Panthers lead by 4. Jacob Eck, Zach Eck, Daniel Eck, Tyson Jimenez, and Brady Fricky for the Railroaders. For the Panthers, Keaton, Martin, Joel Ford, Ty Sides, and Parker Dibble. Panthers basketball as the Railers come out with a full court press. 9.5 seconds left to go in this ball game. Keaton will inbound for the Panthers. Keaton looking, still looking, gets it into Ty Sides. Sides is then going to be fouled. And Ty will head to the free throw line for the Panthers to shoot two with 7.7 seconds left.
Sides tried everything he could to get up in the air and throw that ball backwards to Keaton before they could foul him to let the time run out. But not a bad idea on that one. Unfortunately, just couldn't get the pass out of his hands in time.
Makes it. Ty Sides at the free throw line, misses the first one. That's his first attempt from the line in this ball game. Jacob Eck takes his seat. Tegan Kane comes back in. Sides getting set for the second one. On its way, off the front of the iron, no good. Zach Eck with the rebound. Drives all the way in. Fricky, right corner, 3 over sides, no good. Rebound fought for, and Panthers win! 45-31. They move on to the championship tomorrow night. We'll take on the winner of TMP and Hill City. We'll take a timeout here. We'll come back and wrap things up for this one. Right after this, as you're listening to MCL basketball tournament coverage on KQMA and the World Wide Web.